the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. The short hands. It's Moffitt. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona State! The defense putting points on the board.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you
breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a nice looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last kick.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. It's Moffitt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling the pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. A quick strike complete. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona State's offense will get the ball for the first time. It will be a priority to get the passing game up and going, something they really didn't do with one of their biggest weapons last week, David.
Yeah, and last week he just wasn't a big part of the game plan. And I would expect if you want to get explosive plays going and you want to get this offense in a good spot, you're going to find this guy on the outside. He can turn matchups into nightmares for the defenses. I think he'll be used early and often this week.
Yeah, so if I'm the quarterback, I want to get him going early, right? And maybe I'm calling some easy throws, some hitch routes, some slants. Just get him touches.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Anthony. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver going in motion. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, through it. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Anthony. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils are facing third and inches. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that one's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Under fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make first quarter.
It'll be a draw. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Bruins will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold offense.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking for a man. It's Anthony. He's got his man. Makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play-action fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off play action. Got a man. It's Barry. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Back to throw, it's Anthony. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Go straight ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCLA.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Got the 1st down and more. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Another 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless at moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to move on from that 1st down play, 2nd and goal from the 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Touchdown, UCLA! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
UCLA 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Anthony. Firing to the right, complete. Powers through. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got a man, it's Barry. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Third down play from the gun. Makes the catch. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
They're trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Bruins are threatening on first and goal. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. And they will score! Touchdown, Bruins!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Anthony. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. From the gun, give on the inside. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Might be changing the route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. force a sack here late in the fourth.
Brings up second down.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. On target to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense way onto the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be